What's going on, everybody? The Obsession Podcast here. I am Mike Stadler.
And I'm Carl Bethke.
So what's going on today, Carl? We're going to talk about something that happened here in this last week, or what?
Tell you what, we had another opportunity. I had an opportunity to take one of the deer we had down on our property, or my property down there in southwestern Wisconsin.
Nice.
Yeah, the drop 8.
The drop 8. Lots of pictures of him.
Lots of pictures of him. He volunteered the other day. Halloween.
Yeah.
It's been a rough year, dude.
It has. It's been tough.
Yeah, we've I don't want to say struggled. We've been frustrated.
Yeah, we've been frustrated with, if you don't get frustrated this time of year, and we second guessed everything we did. Everything.
30.
Everything here, everything at your place.
Yeah, everything we thought was going to happen didn't happen, and I think most of it, I'll be honest, I think it's weather related, and the acorns like we talked about.
Yeah, we sat down and talked about things that we thought were affecting it. It's 70 degrees again today.
Yeah.
It's November 1st.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
70.
74 degrees in Richland Center today, dude. 74.
And don't get me wrong, bucks are going to hit the ground.
Oh yeah.
And it is that time of year, but
it's.
I'll tell you this. I had a little conversation with a guy at the gym the other day that wanted to tell me that warm weather doesn't affect it.
No.
I'm like, okay. And I walked away. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you have your opinion, I have mine, which is great. It's great. But I said I beg to differ.
Well, what does it affect whether or not they're going to breed? No, it doesn't, because they're going to breed.
Yeah, 100% don't affect that.
But it affects 100% when they breed, time of day.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to get across to him. I said, you're not going to stop the time of year, but it will drastically slow down movement.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not going to move either.
Right.
Well,
it's going to slow down the daylight movement.
Yes.
100%.
Nighttime they're running, because nighttime it gets cold yet.
Oh yeah, our cameras are showing that.
Yeah.
I mean, big time. And the day I shot my buck.
What day was that?
That was Halloween, October 31st, baby.
That's when the monsters come out.
That's a fact. That's a fact right there. We shot a lot of deer then.
That's a great day. It's a great day.
But in the valley, it was 30 degrees when I got out of the truck.
It would be cold there every morning.
Yeah.
You could watch it drop, and the warm up. It's unbelievable how fast it warms up.
Yeah.
And how fast it drops at night.
Yeah. That one day when we went in, it was 27 degrees.
Yep.
And when we were driving down there, it said 42 on the truck.
Yeah. And it was by 10 o'clock, it was 45.
45.
Almost 50.
Yeah.
And by the time we got into town, it was 60 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a matter of 5-hour span.
Yep. It was nuts.
Yeah. 10 degrees an hour going up. But, he come in and I got the opportunity. That's the hunt we're going to show you guys. I'm going to show you some raw emotion in the hunt. I filmed everything with a Tacticam because we talked about filming a whole hunt with the Tacticams.
Yep.
So I was running on the front of my bow. I was running the brand new 6.0, so you guys are going to get to see the 6.0 in action, their 4K model. And then also I had the 5.0, the wide angle that you and I use all the time. And that thing has great audio.
They do.
Yeah, so most of the audio that I've pulled off for the video you guys are going to see, some of the audio is from the 6.0, which isn't quite as good as the 5.0. You guys are going to see that. And make your own decisions. I think, Tacticams are a cool way to film your hunts.
For sure.
Self-filming.
One button.
One button.
It sounds so easy, doesn't it?
I had to mentally tell myself, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. That deer's coming across the field. I'm like, come on. And then, you watch it and they get the vibration. You're like, okay, I'm good.
Yep.
But I still thought the 6.0 wasn't running because it vibrated, turned green, and then it went dark. And I'm like, well, it shut off. The battery must be dead. But I knew I charged it.
Yeah.
And the 5.0 I knew was still running. So I had that set up on my bow. You guys are going to see how it all went down. It comes out great. Like I said, we wanted to show you guys Tacticam. We really like Tacticams. We like the company. We like the people.
Hint. Nice.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
And we're going to show you guys the whole hunt filmed with the Tacticam. And we're probably going to use Tacticams. I mean, we'll take some big cameras with us too when we go to North Dakota. But the majority of our out west hunting is filmed with the Tacticam.
Yeah, buddy, 17 days.
17 days and we are out mule deer hunting.
Check it.
check it. So we're going to show you guys this hunt. Buck that I call the drop 8 comes in. It's a cool hunt. Takes a little bit. It's about a 20-minute video, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching The Obsession. If you guys get a chance, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We sure would appreciate that.
Hit the Reaper.
Hit the Reaper.
Thanks for watching us, everybody. Check us out. Keep checking us out. We're not done yet this year.
Oh no, we got more to bring you guys. Remember to check out the podcast too on every Saturday.
Good luck out there, everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Carl from The Obsession. It's early morning, Halloween, October 31st here in southwestern Wisconsin. Hunting down at my place on the Triple B. We got almost no wind today. Like I said, temperatures cooled off in the mornings. Been seeing all our activity in the morning. I have been hunting levels 4 and 5 the last week, basically. Figured I'd give it a chance, and I moved down low here. I think it's about 4 or 5 days ago. Big Mike sat in this same stand. This is the sweeper set near my mom's plot in the cornfield on level 1. Got scrapes and stuff out in front of me. There was a deer in here when I got in here this morning. So I'm going to try and shut it down here, be as quiet as possible here as the sun comes up. Thanks for watching The Obsession. Hopefully we get lucky today.
in about 25 minutes, I guess. So I'm gonna go check my arrow, see what we got. Hopefully it's not way back. He was cornering at me pretty good. It was 27 yards, I think is what the rangefinder said. I kind of had to contort around this limb right here. And it tweaking the thing around, I actually shot back. Across the road right there up behind me. So we will see what we can do. Yeah, excited. I don't know, maybe 125, 130 inch rate probably. Maybe a little bit bigger. I think with the weather, the way things are, and me only having a few more days of vacation, I'm excited. Can't wait. Anyway, hopefully he's down. Hopefully the arrow right here. Stick around. And it looks like it was just a little bit back. He was quartering at me pretty hard. I put it right behind his front shoulder. You guys can see we got hair here. I got like grayish. So it came out low, hopefully on the back side of him. Like I said, he didn't stop. He ran into the food plot over there. He kind of went around. There's a little bit of blood here. I'm gonna actually go over to where I seen him last. We're gonna look for blood, but like I said, the arrow, if you guys look, it's got some blood. It does smell like it came out back. So it's been about an hour. We're gonna wait. I think maybe, I don't know, we're gonna walk over there first and let's see if I can find some blood. If I find some blood or something I like to see, then we'll go after him. Otherwise we're gonna hold off. You guys can see a nice frosty cold morning. This is the stand. This is the second deer right here. This is the second deer that I shot out of that stand. That stand's I call it the sweeper set. I get my neighbor to leave me a little bit of corn every year. He leaves me about 8 rows down the middle. This year's been a little weird, just cause they're not even utilizing this corn down here much. You know, they're in here at night, but not like they were before. But I've got all my other corn up above, so it's probably got a lot to do with it. Let's stick around. We'll see what happens. I'll walk over here and see if we can get on some blood. Stick around. Alright guys, we're gonna head over here where he was at. See my mom's blind back here. Dad and I hunted out there. You guys can see nice clover, alfalfa, or clover and chicory plot. 4 different types of clover and chicory I put in here. Ooh, a new scrape. Nice new scrape along the edge here. A couple of them actually. So this is where he was standing. This is here's the trail. It's the trail he went in on. So, doing the best I can. Like I said, filming this whole hunt with Tacticam. So we're gonna go in here a little bit. There's actually a trail on the other side of this too. They like to work this inside bottom edge here through this bottom. So that's what we were counting on this morning. Anyway, we're gonna go in here quick. See if we can find any blood. I do not see anything yet. Oh, there's blood. Right here. Right there. Right there. A lot of blood right here. Right there. Lung blood. Oh yeah, looks good here. Bubbly. Big blood. Blood. Dead deer. Dead deer right here. Check this out. There he is. He's a good buck. Good buck. Nice 8. Alright. Look at that. Heck yeah. Good deer. I think that might be Dagger. This, oh no, it's the drop 8. Nice. Drop 8. He's got this drop right here. That's a great buck. That's a great buck. Heck yeah, check that out. Oh. He did not go, well, he ran probably 100 yards. But, maybe 100 yards. Probably from where I shot him. But he's not 20 yards off that food plot where we watched him go in there. I did not see him go down. That's awesome. The drop 8. Cool. I did not expect that. I seen him coming when he was coming. I'm like, that's a good deer. I'm going to kill him if he comes. And that's, been a hell of a year. A little overwhelmed. Just because of the way the year went. July 5th, my body decided sorry. So, body decided it wanted to have a heart attack, which is bullshit. But I wasn't taking care of myself, I guess, food-wise. Workout-wise, I was good. 6 days a week in the gym, you know, running and lifting and whatever, but I was a lot heavier than I am now. And apparently that was an issue. So I had a heart attack. So I couldn't finish doing what I wanted to do on the property. Phil came out, helped me, and my wife. I love both. Anyway, kind of all comes together here. He's a good deer, real good deer. Happy about that, but just a little overwhelmed. So this is the buck that I called the drop 8. Got this little downturn here on his main beam. That's what it is. It's got good brows, good tine length, nice deer. Wasn't even sure it was him, be honest with you, when he came through this morning. I got him all cleaned up here. This is kind of neat. I don't know if he's gotten scalped, but it looks like a broadhead because there's a cut right down the center of it here, and then looks like he's been scratching his back and broken his hair off here too. But he's a beautiful whitetail. Like I said, he's 16 and a half, 17 inside, I guess. Good tine length, great brows. I think he's a 3-year-old buck here in southern Wisconsin. Using the Tacticams, doing the best we can with what we've got here Tacticam wise. We wanted to film a hunt with all Tacticam, so that's what I'm doing right now. I don't have the big camera with me, but it's a beautiful whitetail. October 31st here in southern Wisconsin. Cold, brisk morning. It was 30 degrees when I got here. Sun's just starting to come over the top of the ridge now. You guys can see that. See the sun behind me. You guys can see this bottom in here. These deer like to work this bottom. I've been hunting the upper half of the property lately, just because we get a lot of transitioning, and the bedding areas are up there too. So we're trying to get bucks between transition right now. Like I said, it's October 31st. lot of action in the mornings. Most of our stuff's been at night, and the reason for that is the temperatures right now are warm. Like tomorrow's supposed to be 70 degrees. Today's supposed to be like 65. But it's really cool in the morning, especially in these valleys here in southwestern Wisconsin. So we're kind of limited on what I think we were going to see here over the next week, as the weather's supposed to stay this way until Friday, and then it's going to break. The temperatures are going to drop fairly decently for a day, down to 55, but rain. It's supposed to rain Friday night, Saturday, and into Sunday. And then, of course, I have to go back to work. So, like normal, Mike and I lay out our top hit list, our top 10% of the deer that we're going to shoot, and then we also obviously monitor all the deer that we have on the property, and any of the 3-year-olds become, on our second week of vacation, hit list deer, and that's exactly what this buck is. I didn't expect to see him. This is the first time I've ever laid eyes on him. He's been nocturnal, pretty much in the dark all the time. I do have a few daylight pictures of him, I guess, recently, now that I think about it. But we'll run through the pictures. I'll show you guys all the pictures and stuff at the hunt. And what we've been seeing, he was 300 yards to my east, if not a little bit further. I kind of seen him sneak up out of this cut cornfield, up across this opening, and I waited till he crossed the road and went up into the neighbors so I could actually identify whether it was a buck or not. As soon as I seen it was a buck, I grunted at him and aggressively loud to get his attention. And as soon as he heard that, he turned, he started coming right towards me, which is great. And he come right down, kind of identified the location where it was. And he was up above me, and it's thick between him and I, and there's a road in between there, which we're only probably about 80 yards apart, 90 yards apart, to be honest with you. So I turned my head and grunted softly like a buck tending a doe down in the bottom. I knew he couldn't see in there, because I've had deer do that to me before. And so he got to the road, got on the road, physically standing on the road, and he couldn't see the deer or whatever, and he finally decided to commit. Well, I thought he was going to come out into the cornfield where I actually shot sweeper, but he didn't. He actually turned and went behind me. Well, the tree trunk is behind me, so I kind of had to lean and tweak out of shape and shoot him. And it was a 28-yard shot, 28-yard shot, according to the rangefinder. Had my pin set at 20, aimed a little high, entrance wound right behind the front shoulder here, which it hit right where I aimed, where I wanted it to go. I should have been a little bit further forward because it came out right on his back hip. Now that explains the guts and everything on the arrow. And out he went. So I was worried. I thought I had hit him back when I went and found the arrow. I watched him run. You guys will see that on the footage. He kind of come to the edge of the mom's food plot here. Then he kind of snuck in. I seen his tail was tucked, so I knew he was hurt. I knew I had hit him. I could tell I had hit him with the sound. And then he kind of came in here, and I didn't hear him go down. So what happened was he ended up coming and leaning against this tree over here and just rolled and laid down right here on his side, and that's where he died. It was actually a good shot. It took out one lung, the liver, and came out the backside. Might have clipped the heart too. I didn't really look, to be honest with you guys. But I think it's a little bit high for that. Probably just maybe took out the backside of the opposite lung, which both lungs were collapsed. So I guess that's the way it went. But we found him here. He wasn't 20 yards off that food plot and probably about 60 yards from me. So our season is complete here for whitetails in Wisconsin right now. We will try to use our gun tags with the lesser weapon rule here in southern Wisconsin. We'll see what's left over after gun season here in this area. The gun gets gun hunted pretty heavy. The neighbors shoot any deer that'll probably be this big or bigger. But we always get a few through for sure. We'll have a week when we come back from North Dakota, and we'll try and get another one down with the bow with the Wisconsin lesser weapon rule. So we appreciate you guys watching the Obsession. Beautiful whitetail here in southern Wisconsin. Thanks again. If you guys get a chance, remember to listen to the podcast on our YouTube channel or listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio Podcasts. If you guys got any questions or anything you'd like us to answer or anything you'd like to talk about, we're more than willing to have a discussion with everybody.
And if you guys get a chance to subscribe to the YouTube channel, we sure would appreciate that. All the support helps us out. You know, we're just two guys trying to help everybody out. You know, telling everybody what we do every year to take a decent whitetail on film. And good luck to you guys. Hopefully it'll work out. I'm thinking the second week of November will be really good as the temperature drops. We'll see you guys later.